I want to talk about grip in the water sideways on the centerboard and about pivoting up into the wind. Let's just watch this first.
Really nice. And it also heel the boat as you head up. So you can pivot up into the wind.
So an interesting skill is being able to back up the line, sort of towards the race committee end of the line. You can see that boat number 506 is doing this, but then they come right back to the same place they started, which is fine. So first they back the sail, then the boat skids a bit and then catches in the water, and then he reverses up the line. So my point here is that he could pivot right up into the wind and consolidate the gains here. If you turned up where the red arrow is, then you would be further up the line than you started. It's fine that he sailed back to where he started from, but it's just sort of to demonstrate to yourself that you could back up the line if you wanted to. Here's an image of 439 pivoting right up into the wind without sailing forward. So if you combine those two skills, you can back up the line and then stay in the position that you started. So in order to pivot up into the wind, you have to heel the boat really far, and you have to push the tiller over maximum until it's touching the traveler.
That pivoting up into the wind is so powerful.
Next, we have a boat who is sailing backwards. The hull's moving backwards through the water, so there's negative flow on the rudder and centerboard. And then they try to transition from backwards to forwards flow, and in between there's zero flow. So here, the boat starts sliding sideways because there's no flow on the centerboard before it finally starts going forwards again. Here's an example of going from negative flow to positive flow on the centerboard without skidding. So what he does here is he engages the back edge of the sail and pushes the rudder all the way away. And so the leech of the sail is pulling perfectly aligned with the rudder, building flow on the rudder, and then it builds flow on the centerboard as well, going straight from negative to positive. So here what I'm drawing attention to is that skid we saw at the very beginning. So he comes forward to back the sail, and when the sail starts to work, it's first pulling too much sideways with the tiller not really helping, and the boat's heeling to windward. So as soon as he gets the boom down, then the power in the boat is a little bit off to the side, I guess technically the force in the boat, and then that lines up with where the rudder's pointing, and then he really gets grip in the water. So you have to line up that force in the sail with the grip of the centerboard and rudder in the water. Here it is again at full speed.